Hey everyone, welcome into episode 5 of March Chadness. It is your co-host, Chad Rink. Follow me, Chad Ochorinco on the X. My brother, Nate Rink. Follow him on the X at NateLifter23. Today's episode is going to be a big episode. We're going to talk about Ken Pom because it's week 6 in college basketball rankings. That's a big week for Ken Pom. We will talk about that. Look at the teams that still are making those markers for the championship team. We will get into our bracket, which is going to be cartoon theme songs, not just Sunday morning, just any cartoon theme song. He's got his Scooby-Doo shirt on. Nate, if you did not know, is a huge Scooby-Doo fan. He had a dog named Scooby-Doo at one point as well.
Indeed. These were the spring break T-shirts of my senior year that I drew.
Awesome.
I had to get it from a storage bin in my closet, so it looks like I ironed it with a rock, but I still have it.
There you go, and it still fits.
And they may or may not have been banned from school because they had some inappropriate references on the back.
That does not surprise me at all. So
we sold a lot before they got pulled off. I'll tell you that.
I'm sure you did. So we'll hit the cartoon themes, but in between that, we will discuss, because next week we have our Christmas movies bracket. We will discuss, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? And then is that going to open up other movies to get in there? So when we look at the college basketball landscape, I'm not going to talk about the Kentucky-Indiana game yesterday because we did not look good. And it sucks to lose to Kentucky always. Did you watch any of that game or no?
Yeah. The second half I didn't watch much of just because we couldn't score. It was hard to watch.
Yeah, we have not looked good here in the last few games. We are not in the top 25 anymore.
As soon as we got in, we've lost every game since.
Exactly. So. Yeah. I mean, we were barely in anyway. So what I want to do is we've talked about the Ken Pom markers. The biggest ones are, and we'll talk about that, what teams hit that, is 96% of teams since 2001 that have won the entire thing have been in the top 21 offensive efficiency, but Ken Pom. 91% since 2001 have been in the top 31 defensive efficiency in Ken Pom. They are ranked in the top 25 as well. But I saw a stat today, 100% of teams that have won the bracket since 2004 were top 12 in the AP poll week 6 of the season. And Nate, do you know what week of the season it is in NCAA basketball?
I believe it's week 6.
That would be very disappointing if it was week 8 or something and we would not be able to get it. But yes, it is week 6. So looking at the top 12 of the current poll, according to Ken Pom, unless this breaks, it's been 100% correct since 2004. Arizona 1, Michigan 2, Duke 3, Iowa State 4, who squeaked out a win against Iowa.
UConn mollywopped Purdue.
Purdue 6. Purdue dropped.
They Purdue by like 30.
Yes. Yeah, they dropped 5 spots, but they are still 6th. Houston is 7, Gonzaga's 8, Michigan State's 9, BYU's 10, Louisville is 11, and Alabama sneaks in at 12. So according to Ken Pom, since 2004, one of those teams should be the champion this year. And I look at it, Arizona is one of your picks, Purdue, one of your picks, Houston, one of your picks, Michigan State, one of your picks. They are all in the top 12.
Actually, it was Louisville, not Houston, I believe.
Oh, Louisville. Okay, well, they're in the top 12. They just made it in. So you have all 4. I believe I have 3 with Duke, Michigan, UConn. Kentucky is not even in the top 25 because they struggled early in the season against decent teams. So that's what you're looking at. And then if you want to throw in the offensive and efficiency, defensive efficiency with those teams, if you go, I'm going to pull it up here. I'm not going to bring it on there, but Purdue looks good. Louisville is good. Alabama, Gonzaga, Michigan, Arizona, BYU, Iowa State, Duke. So a lot of these top teams are in that. UConn is in it as well. So a lot of those top 12 teams are in the top 21 in efficiency rating. If you go to the defensive efficiency rating, again, it looks the same. Michigan, Iowa State, Duke, Michigan State, Houston, Gonzaga, Arizona, Connecticut. You got Kansas, Florida sneak in there, BYU. Kentucky is in that. Indiana is also in that. Purdue is in it as well. So it seems like these top 12 teams are going to hit the markers. And so those are the teams I think we could maybe track from here on out. But we're looking good. 7 of our 8 picks are in that right now. And it's just going to suck when like they're all get put in the same bracket.
Yeah.
Bracket. So yeah, I'm hoping to get here in the next couple weeks. Jacob Reimer, who works over at 97.1 The Fan, the local sports station here, radio station, big college basketball aficionado. I got with him, and he is good to go at some point to get a interview. I would just bring him in, probably do the interview, add that in. So just could not do it this week. There's so much stuff going on. So I think we'll probably try to get it this week, and then we'll have it hopefully for one of the next couple weeks. So you don't just have to listen to us talk about college hoops. You actually have a guy that knows a lot more. But with all that stuff, we do know ball.
We know ball.
We will take a quick break. And when we come back, we will have the discussion that people have been wanting for the last 3 weeks since we talked about it. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? You are listening to or watching, if you're on YouTube, March Chadness. We'll be back here in a moment.
Hi, golfers. IndyCar Tim here. I want to talk to you a little bit about Golf Central Magazine. It's not just a golf magazine. It's the magazine for everything. Turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Head over to golfcentralmag.com and check out the latest issue. Some of the regular features in Golf Central Magazine: the Golf Bachelorette of the Month, the Golf Bachelor of the Month, the Golf Cart Girl of the Month, Golf History, Grip It and Sip It. So head over to golfcentralmag.com. It's free. It's the magazine for everything: turf, travel, philanthropy, and lifestyle. Golf Central Magazine at golfcentralmag.com. We'll see you there.
Hey folks, let me tell you about Bay Area Modern Medical Center, a very different kind of approach to primary care. Personalized preventative medicine, not a one-pill-fits-all mentality. Christopher Lugo and his experienced medical staff are proactive in looking at issues before they become a problem, encouraging a healthy lifestyle with proper diet, supplements, and exercise to optimize your active lifestyle. Rather than the impersonal, rushed approach, you will be the only patient and will have our full attention. That's new. Getting old is inevitable, but feeling and looking old is avoidable. Bay Area Modern Medical Centers are experts in anti-aging regenerative medicine that optimizes your body's performance in many areas. So call for an appointment to get started on a journey back to full health and a happy life with a new, modern way of healthcare. Call 844-977-3477 or go to BAMMC.com. That's 844-977-3477 or BAMMC.com.
Today's show is brought to you by Tomstown, a premier craft distillery based in Kansas City, Missouri. Discover their award-winning lineup, including double oaked bourbon, botanical gin, and double grain vodka, named the best craft vodka by the readers of USA Today. Available for online delivery in 40 states. Visit toms-town.com or their Kansas City distillery to explore more. Elevate your game with Tomstown, where history meets innovation. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hello, folks. Let's talk a little bit about turf life. And what is turf life? It's pretty much if your life involves turf in any way, shape, or form, you live the turf life. Go ahead and brand yourself with the turf life. Maybe a back window decal, maybe a hat. You know where you can get those kinds of things? To showcase that your life revolves around sports and or anything that involves sports. If it's a sports business or sports education or just your enjoyment of the outdoors, head over to turflifeclub.com. Become a turf head. Join the club today. You can do that by going to that said website that I just told you to go to. You can snag your window decal like I was talking about, or any of your other turf life accessories. Show everybody that you live the turf life, and we'll see you there over there at that turflifeclub.com.
Although it may seem tempting to go without healthcare insurance, the financial risk far outweighs the gain you may experience. For example, did you know if you simply broke your leg, it could cost you nearly $7,500? Put on top of that a hospital stay, you could be looking at $10,000 to $15,000. Insuring that you don't go uncovered is so important, as according to CNBC, high medical bills are the highest contributing factor to why Americans end up taking money out of their retirement savings, or worse, find themselves filing bankruptcy. So go to don'tgouncovered.com or call 800-669-1505. Now, depending on your income, you can get plans for zero premium. Our experts will guide you through the process effortlessly. They will shop many plans and find the one that's right for you. I called and I have full health coverage through Florida Blue for zero monthly premium. It's a free call. So why go uncovered? It's a huge risk. Go to don'tgouncovered.com or call 800-669-1505. That's 800-669-1505.
Orion Golf Management Solutions. Orion Management Solutions has tailored its service packages just like it tailors its approach to customers. Some owners need more supervision, while others need periodic assessment of their short-term and long-term strategies and programs. Orion can be called in to develop a business plan with the existing staff, or we can assist with the daily management of a facility or event. Either way, we make sure the client is satisfied and understands the direction the facility needs to go in order to achieve the owner's goals. Orion Management Solutions can help with owner assistance service solutions, daily course management, business plan development, monthly operations, or as-needed consulting services. Whatever your need, Orion Golf Management Solutions can help. Check out oriongolf.com.
Let's go.
Right now, back to the show on FanStream Sports.
All right, Nate. So here's the thing. Before we get into our bracket, since we are doing the Christmas movie bracket next week, we needed to make sure what constitute as a Christmas movie or not. And the biggest one, obviously, is Die Hard. That's the big debate for years and years and years. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? You and I are on opposite ends of this. You have, I believe, 3 pages of notes on why it is.
Just about.
Okay. He's been saying
I watched it like twice this week. Just
okay.
Right.
Yeah,
now.
I am. I'm gonna try to watch like a couple Christmas movies a day from now until next week for stuff either I haven't seen. Like I ended up watching 4 Christmases last night. It was entertaining. I enjoyed it. And then so there's other stuff that I haven't seen in a while, like Scrooge. I want to get brushed up on that. And then some of the kids ones will watch and everything like that. I have basically one criteria that I'm gonna throw at you after Nate is done. So I did some. I don't know if you've been polling people. I polled people on Facebook. I'm telling you, it's a lot more split, at least the people that I know, than I thought. I don't know if you've polled people since leading up.
Yeah, almost everyone I know thinks it is. My buddy Jeff was over last night, and he was like, I never thought it was, but I'm starting to come around on it. So he's on the fence, but he was the only guy that I've talked to that is like,
okay.
I never thought it was.
Yeah. So again, I think you are. This is a hill I'll die on. For me, I just don't think it is. Here's my thing. If you have any movie that you want to make a Christmas movie for whatever traditions, that's fine. I'm not saying you can't not have Die Hard as your Christmas movie tradition. They're like, whatever you want to do, that's fine. Do your traditions. I just don't think it's a Christmas movie. You do. So let's get into this. Why do you say Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
First of all, it takes place at a Christmas party on Christmas Eve. You're surrounded by Christmas trees, the whole thing. All right, just in the opening credits, I'm not going to give all the dialogue, but when he's getting off the plane, it's, welcome to LA, have a Merry Christmas, cuts right into the title scene. In conversations with Holly, we get Holly established as a character name, and Argyle. Holly says to Ellis, it's Christmas Eve, family stockings, chestnuts, Rudolph, Frosty, any of these things ring a bell. She talks to her daughter and says, don't be sneaking around for presents. Is daddy coming home? We'll see what mommy and Santa can do. She says to her assistant, you're making me feel like Ebenezer Scrooge. Go join the party. Christmas in Hollis is played in Argyle's. It says, oh, you have any Christmas music? This is Christmas music. That's all just in the opening credits. The sound of sleigh bells.
That's a lot of Christmas in the opening credits. I'll give you that.
More than I realized in the opening credits till I watched it again.
Exactly. Okay.
The sound of sleigh bells are used multiple times as plot points. Christmas decorations everywhere. Other lines I didn't know. I realized they celebrate Christmas in Japan. When he kills Carl's brother, he has the Santa hat on him and the great shirt. Now I have a machine gun. Ho, 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 ho. When Reginald Val Johnson comes in his first scene, getting his Twinkies for his pregnant wife. Let It Snow's playing on the music. He's humming along. Theo recites a version of The Night Before Christmas. When the cops are trying to come in. The last line of the movie is, if this is their idea of Christmas, I gotta be here for New Year's. And it plays Let It Snow by Vaughn Monroe. Oh, and when they open the vault, Beethoven's Ode to Joy is the song playing. So there's 3 Christmas songs. Merry Christmas is said at least 5 times. There's it's about a guy trying to reconnect with his wife and kids at a Christmas party on Christmas Eve. We're not talking quantum physics. I think this is a Christmas movie.
No, we would not be. We don't know quantum. We know ball. We do not know quantum physics.
No, we do not.
So there's a lot. Like there is a lot there. Like I should have watched it before, but I wanted to watch 4 Christmases. Here is my thing. Why it's probably not. Number one, it's like I know it did not get. This is not part of my one thing, but it was not. If it was been put out like in November, December, I would probably be like, you know what, it is. It was in July, and I think you said because they didn't think it would do well going up against the holiday movies.
Well, and they didn't think it was going to do well because they didn't have faith in Bruce Willis. Really, anybody did. He was not their top choice. Spoiler, he wasn't an action star at that point.
And spoiler, I don't think it did well in the theaters.
I don't think it did either.
So probably because people are like, "Is this a Christmas movie?" I don't know. Why is it in July? I don't know what's going on. Here's my takeaway for if something should be considered a Christmas movie or not. And I give credit to my buddy Austin when I was at our Christmas party this week at work. And since he doesn't work, well, he's way out, so he doesn't come into the office. And so I don't see him except for like these meetings and stuff. So talking to him, he did not think it was too, but just in talking with him through stuff, it hit me. If you take the Christmas element out of Die Hard, like, and you could either replace it with another holiday, something else, or just take it away. Does the movie still work? And I think Die Hard still works. If you just took it out, it was not a Christmas party. It was like a retirement party. It was whatever reason that he was coming there. If you take Christmas out of a movie and the movie still works, I don't think it's a Christmas movie. Because if you take the Christmas element out of Elf, I don't think it works. If you take the Christmas element out of like Christmas Story, Christmas Vacation, that's my thing is if you take it out. And I think when it was released is another one. Because I looked like if you put all that Christmas stuff that was going on, and we'll use another Bruce Willis movie, if you put that all in The Sixth Sense, like, does that make The Sixth Sense a Christmas movie? I don't know.
I would think so because I consider Lethal Weapon a Christmas movie. I mean,
Gremlins is on there like that too. And again, for me, like whatever you want to be a Christmas movie, I don't care. Like it, this is not stuff that is groundbreaking. Like I'm gonna hate you because you think something's a Christmas. Like I know there's somebody that posted because like the Lord of the Rings trilogy all came out in like November or December, and that was a big part of him because he was like 14, 15 and we got to see him in the theaters with his mom. And it was like a Christmas tradition thing. So he considers it a Christmas movie. I have no problem with it being a Christmas movie. Harry Potter has some stuff and whatever. So it's one of those things and it's fine. We're going to add it. I just don't think it is a Christmas movie because it's just not a Christmas movie, I don't think, but we'll add it. That's fine.
Well, and to that, your argument, most Christmas movies will not work if you take that element out of there. However, I think Home Alone could still work if they were going on spring break or something.
Yeah, Home Alone could.
It would still be a stretch because a lot of the people would not be out of town on Christmas.
But Home Alone could that's a good point. Because there are some Christmas ones like Home Alone. You just replace Christmas with they're going on a trip somewhere.
Right.
And then you just have different.
That's one. And I'm in the middle of watching It's a Wonderful Life because I haven't watched it in forever. It's first of all, I mean, it's not Christmas the whole time. It's going throughout his childhood to his adulthood. Yes. And that 70s show proved it. There was an episode after Eric and Donna broke up, where he'd wished that they never started dating, and his Clarence was Wayne Knight from Seinfeld and Jurassic Park fame.
Yes.
And he showed him how his life and everybody's life would have been if him and Donna never met. And so those are probably the only two, because you can't do Christmas Vacation without Christmas.
No, well, I thought about that, because I said you could take, like, that was the Home Alone is the one, like you just take away Christmas and put something, like, it's just them leaving. It just happens to be at Christmas. And then the old guy would just have to probably hit him with something else than a shovel, and just different things like that. So again, it's a Christmas movie. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun to have that as a Christmas movie, because if you add that as a Christmas movie, it's a different type of Christmas movie, because it's like an action movie and stuff like that. So it will be added. I was always going to say it was going to be added. I just thought it's a fun discussion of why. I'm just going to seed it so low that it's going to go against one of your favorite ones. You're going to have to get it knocked out in the first.
Oh, I see how you are.
Here's the interesting thing, though. You throw Die Hard in as a Christmas movie, like, it's a good movie, and then, like, it could get ranked kind of high, because Die Hard is a really good movie, and then you're just like, oh, as a Christmas movie, it could be a top 4 seed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it high.
Yeah. All right. So then let's discuss, before we hit the brackets. Like,
I've got my Nakatomi Plaza Christmas.
I have.
Right
Yes.
there.
Yes, we got that for Christmas.
Bottom. That's when you know it's Christmas.
Yeah, I think Mom bought it for us, didn't she?
Yeah. Yeah, and she doesn't think it's a Christmas movie either.
I know.
She's giving him his Christmas gifts.
Yeah, mine is over there, except Emily was playing with it, and then, like, the magnet, he got unglued from the magnet, so I just haven't glued him back on stuff. So he's just laying on he's already dead stuff. So yeah. Well, the other thing too is, like, if they would have, here's the other thing. I just thought that made me think of what I was thinking about. If as he was like gonna release the watch, if he would have said yippee, or like Merry Christmas or something instead of yippee ki-yay, but I know it was yippee ki-yay because it was the John Wayne reference. But if he would have said Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Mr. Falcon, like, then I would be like, that's it. Like, he would have done it. That would have been a Christmas movie for me, for sure. So, all right. So I think I don't think, like, you said Krampus. Krampus, I think, is because it's because Krampus is like just the anti-Santa or whatever. I don't even know what Krampus is. I just know he exists. And he was in an episode, the Christmas episode in season 3 of the Aquabats.
Well, everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that. So, yeah. So I have no problem like Krampus.
I think Gremlins is a Christmas movie too. It's his Christmas.
I mean, it could be. So it might make it. So I think here's I think for our Christmas movie thing, we're going to do 32. I think we just throw whatever we want in there as a Christmas movie, because I think it's going to be hard for us to find 32 Christmas movies unless we're just doing like every adaptation of The Christmas Carol, The Grinch, Miracle on 34th Street. So we'll put a list together. If you want to comment a Christmas movie that you want us to like consider, maybe we'll throw that in as well. You can comment, or you just comment to us on X. So let's dive into this bracket, because I didn't want it to be like something that we had to really do a lot of research on, because I knew it's Christmas time, a lot of stuff going on, and I was going to be wanting to watch a lot of these Christmas movies for the Christmas bracket, because I think the Christmas movie one I think is going to be a big one people will like. So it's going to be just cartoon theme songs. I know we already did the sitcom theme song. We love theme songs. It's great. We're going to do like 52 episodes, so we'll hit a lot of stuff. But I thought this would be an easy one, because you could listen to all the cartoon theme songs you wanted to in a couple hours, and that's your research. That's your research.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah.
Did you go back and have to listen to any of these? I know there were some I listened to because I saw them on the list. I'm like, I never watched this. I have no idea what this song is, and I listened to it. And some of them I added in that I've never seen, because I'm like, this is kind of a cool sounding song.
Yeah, there were some I wasn't familiar with really, and there was a lot where I hadn't heard them in forever, and I went upon rehearing, I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is good.
Okay.
And so yeah, I had to re-listen to a few of them. About half.
Gotcha. So let's take a look at the bracket. We're going to do it a little bit different here. We're going to just kind of bring the one section of the bracket up, talk about that, and then we'll do our picks, but we'll go back to the main screen, because I think people want to see our lovely faces for the most part. So yeah, there we go. All right. So here's the bracket. We're going to go. So the top part of the bracket, we're going to have DuckTales, which is the number 1 overall seed. It's going to go against, we had to have playing games as well this week. I do like the playing games. It's Thundercats versus the Smurfs. The 8-9 matchup, which, you think, did you actually put two dogs against each other? Yes, I did. It's Bluey versus Underdog, which I think of all the first round ones, this is going to be the toughest one for me. You've got King of the Hill versus G.I. Joe, and then you've got Doug versus American Dad, which could also be kind of a tough one. So looking in this bracket, do you think there's anyone that can kind of defeat DuckTales?
I do not.
I think I agree with you too. Like DuckTales is so good as a song. It just slaps. Like it's so good. There's so many good like TikTok little vines or whatever you want to call them of like people saying like the people, like one guy will play all the different instruments. It's pretty funny. So pretty sure that's going to be a pretty much a slam dunk no matter who comes out. But let's talk about Thundercats Smurfs. We grew up watching the Smurfs. We had the little Smurf figurines. I love the Smurf show. I think Thundercats is a much better theme song.
100%. The Smurfs theme song is just kind of annoying,
Yeah, it was one of those things. Yeah. Well, I remember I was like, oh, the Smurfs are probably gonna be pretty high, and then I listened to it, I was like, oh, this kind of lame.
But I think if we go back and watch the show, you'd be like, how did we watch this so much?
Because we were like 9 and like, well, no, you were probably a little bit older because you're like 7 years younger than I am.
There wasn't a whole lot to choose from back then. So.
There was not. No. We had the cable, and then we just got it. We got what we got. We didn't have the on-demand stuff that you guys are privy to. How about like Bluey Underdog? So Bluey was a late edition, and because Emily loves it, it's a good show. I love it. I have been known in a couple episodes to get teary-eyed on some of the subjects. I love Bluey, but I love Underdog just as a character, and that song was great. Are you leaning one way or the other on this dog off, I guess?
Yeah, I think I'm going with the Underdog of Underdog. Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder. The Bluey one is fun and it's catchy.
Yeah.
But I think Underdog is the better theme song. But Bluey, I tell you what, really underrated show.
Yeah. I think Underdog's an underrated show too. Like I love both these so much, but I am with you 100%. I love the Underdog song. It's cool. Like the Blue one is just catchy and it's fun, but I think Underdog's got a little bit more oomph to it, if you will. So Underdog will advance as the 9 seed to face the number 1 overall DuckTales. So this is kind of a fun one. King of the Hill, G.I. Joe, because everybody knows the G.I. like the G.I. Joe. It's such a great, people know that. But I tell you what, you and I talked about this earlier too, where King of the Hill theme song is so good. And there's no lyrics, but it is so good.
It's on my Spotify, my liked songs, which is like 4,300 songs. But that's when it comes on, I get excited. It's the Refreshments. They did the song Banditos, which I love, and another song Mekong that you may have heard. But it's an actual band. It's a catchy tune. It's a good guitar riff.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe. It's all right, but it's just Go Joe. Have you ever seen the dub overs of the at the end they do the special announcements kind of deals, the PSAs at the end. People have taken those and dubbed them over. If you look up G.I. Joe pork chop sandwiches, you will laugh your butt off. All right.
Okay.
So that's all I'm going to say. But I think the Refreshments of the King of the Hill theme win this.
There you go. And like I said, it's such a great opening too, like just the scene of it. But it's such a good tune. Okay, King of the Hill moves on, no problem. Then we've got Doug, American Dad. American Dad may have one of the best just opening lines to a song, just a Good Morning USA. It's gonna be a wonderful day. But then Doug, I don't know if you listened to Doug one lately, and I was not a big Doug guy. That was like well past me watching cartoons, but then prior to kids watching cartoons. It's pretty it kind of slaps with the
the guitar riff at the end is pretty good too. It was better than I remember. I remember, I don't remember how old I was, but we got a phone call and mom answered it, and uh, they were doing study groups of kids.
Okay.
And so I watched Doug and Rugrats before they were actually shows on TV to
Oh,
get,
really?
to get feedback and stuff. So I had to get, but I didn't remember either theme songs. I had to go back and
Okay.
listen to both. Yeah, the Doug one is better than I remember, but American Dad, I think I got one of this. It's American Dad is a better song than it is the show. It is. Some episodes of that are great, and some are just like, I don't know.
Like
It's
the
not something
alien's the
for
best. Like he's like the best part of the show.
Yeah.
Roger. But like I said, it's been a minute since I watched it. It was just one of those things where it's like it's so like just like a lesser version of Family Guy. But the song is so good. It's so good.
It's good.
And like I think I'm with you. I think Doug is a nice little like tune, good for a kid show, but I think I like American Dad better.
Because you love America.
I do. I love America. Yes. So we will look at this, and then so we will hit this bracket. We'll finish this off. King of the Hill with the win over GI Joe, but then we got to look at pork chop sandwich when I get done with this, and then in a classic 512, American Dad defeating Doug, which is kind of weird because like our mom married a guy named Doug who's kind of our stepdad, but he's only like 7.5 years older than me. So it's weird. So an American Dad, Doug, on that. So let's look at this next one. You got Flintstones, Transformers. Some people may think that Flintstones as a 3 seed might be underseeded because it is one of the most famous theme songs around. I think Transformers is too. Maybe think Transformers is underseeded at 14. Yeah, but you know, there's so many good ones. We'll see. Family Guy. We just talked about another Seth MacFarlane show. Family Guy at 6. The playing game, the X-Men and the Jetsons, which I think is going to be a good playing game matchup. Futurama against Animaniacs, which I think there could be an upset there as well. And then you've got the 2 Scooby-Doo, which could have been a number 1. I think it should have been a number 1 in my book. And you say, but don't you seed them, Chad? I'm like, yes, I do.
Yeah.
And then against Pink Panther, which again, it's another dog off, right? Is Pink Panther a dog? No, he's a panther.
He's a panther, so he's a cat, right?
I got you. So it's a dog versus cat. Like Pink Panther, I should know. Like a panther is not a dog.
But
so
he's not animated really like a panther. And Scooby Doo, to be fair, is not animated like to look like a Great Dane at all. So I blame the animators on the confusion.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, yeah. So again, I don't know how much of this is going to be. I think this is going to be kind of chalk, but there might be a little small upset. So let's look at Flintstones Transformers. I think it's a good matchup because the Flintstones, they're both super popular songs, and I think they're both really good. I think Transformers may be a little underseeded. I could maybe see them and the X-Men in this bracket being reversed. So it's a tough matchup, tough draw for Transformers. Does it beat Flintstones?
It does not. Flintstones is one of the OGs. You know, if you can be on a bus traveling and you can get the entire bus to sing along with Del Griffith because everybody knows the lyrics to the Flintstones, then that's all the proof you need.
Exactly. Yes. I mean, everyone like the Flintstones is, and it's kind of a cool tune too, man. It's great. And Transformers, the Transformers just more than meets the eye. Robot, like it's just that
Robots
part's kind of good. Yeah, robot is in the sky. So, let's go X-Men, Jetsons. So the X-Men theme song, it hits pretty hard, man. They come hard with the instrumental on that. And the Jetsons is one of those too, which is an OG type of song. So do you have a lean this way? I really don't. Like I kind of want to say Jetsons because I think it's just been around longer and people know it. But that X-Men one, man, it really is good.
Yeah, it's one of this is one where I think I prefer the X-Men song to what. So do I put it on over that, or is it the Jetsons being, you know, more well known? It describes all the characters. I think I think most people could probably sing most of that song, you know? So I think Jetsons does win, even though I do love that X-Men theme song.
I mean, the X-Men one is good. I just like, I think I got to go with the Jetsons too, even though I do like the X-Men better, because I think we're talking. It's just so much more popular, and that. So I think we got to go Jetsons, and then does the Jetsons, can they bring an upset over Family Guy?
I do not think so.
No, Family Guy. Like going back, the thing that makes Family Guy kind of great is it's a pretty short theme song, number one, which is kind of I kind of dig that. It's pretty quick and it's short, and it's got the Stewie laugh and cry part, which is great. Which when I first heard it, I thought it was effing cry. I thought he said effing cry, and then I was like, what? But then I'm like, oh, it's laugh and cry.
And at the beginning there, the piano kind of like all in the family.
That's just it. They do the All in the Family at the beginning, so it's so good, and it's such a good song, and just the voice, like the voices in Family Guy, all the voices are just phenomenal, and that song, I like that song better than both X-Men and Jetson, so I think it moves on. Let's slide down to Scooby-Doo real quick, because I think this is a no-brainer. There is no way the Pink Panther, as much as people know how to hum that and do that, it's going up against maybe the OG of OG songs is Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, the song rules, show rules, characters rule. All iterations of the Scooby-Doo. There was
it really is. It's
that
so
was a good one. The What's New Scooby-Doo by Simple Plan is a great Scooby-Doo theme. All of their themes are great, but the original is the best.
Yep.
Pink Panther is just that theme, and it makes me think of Revenge of the Nerds when they're doing the skits, and the one guy's like, "What did the Pink Panther say when he stepped on an ant?"
I think that might be even more famous than the song now, because that was such an older show. But it's so weird, like all the Scooby-Doo versions, like you said, like they all are good. And it's just such a good tune. But the original one is so great. So now we're looking at Futurama Animaniacs. Two shows that I liked, like Animaniacs when they came out. It was such a weird show that wasn't like any of the other kids' cartoons. It was kind of more like geared adult humor on a lot of it. And the theme song is great. Futurama has a nice tune theme song. It's kind of cool if as an instrumental. I love Futurama was a great show, also done by Simpsons. But I think Animaniacs may win.
Yeah, Animaniacs wins 100%. 100% of the time. No diss on Futurama, but it's not Animaniacs.
No, like I said, like Futurama was a 7 seed. I think when you listen, it's such wrong one. It's a good tune. Like I like it leading up to that show, but like I went back and listened to Animaniacs, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I made it a 10. It should have been a little bit higher. So, that's okay. So we've got that first upper section done. We're going to head down now to the lower bracket. So the number 1 seed in the lower bracket is SpongeBob, and it's going to have the playing of the Chipmunks and He-Man. You've got 8-9 South Park Hong Kong Phooey, another amazing 8-9 matchup. And you've got 4 Phineas and Ferb against Gravity Falls. And then you've got 5-12, which could be interesting too. Curious George, Inspector Gadget. So I'm telling you, I think whoever wins that 8-9 matchup knocks off SpongeBob if they go through. I don't know where you're leaning on this.
What was that?
I think whoever wins the 8-9 matchup of South Park Hong Kong Phooey can knock off SpongeBob if SpongeBob moves on.
Yeah, I would wholeheartedly agree with that.
Okay, so let's dive into this. I think Chipmunks He-Man. I think Chipmunks wins because He-Man's more like He-Man's song was weird, just because it was more like dialogue on most of it.
Yeah, it's just him explaining a lot.
And like the I have the power part is great, but it's not really like a song. which is why it made it to 16. I still think the Chipmunks one is one of those where people too can sing it quite a bit, and I think it's just a better song than the He-Man, because He-Man, I think it's just more of like the intro. It's like the dialogue over music intro.
Yeah, and I don't think they put a lot of thought into it because I don't know if you know, but He-Man, the cartoon was made so they could sell these toys. Like
exactly.
They didn't make these toys because this was a popular show.
Right.
They just threw this cartoon together. So I think that the whole theme, and I bet you if we go back and watch it, it was kind of like, oh man. But I tell you what, it worked because I had all the toys.
We did.
I
I
have
have
some Grayskull with the microphone, Battle Cat.
like if I wanted to go pan up, I've got up here Grayskull and Snake Mountain up there. So I have it because like Liam got in the phase of it, so we got some of like the original kind and stuff like that. So it's cool. Yeah, we loved it. Emily liked watching the like She-Ra movie, that kind of stuff as well. So, but yeah, I think Chipmunks is just a better song, but I still don't think it beats SpongeBob, which is just a classic. And SpongeBob has been around a long time now. I can't believe how long SpongeBob has been around.
Crazy.
But that song, it's good. It is so good. And it's
Are you ready, kids?
It's just so great. And just the lyrics too. Lyrically, it's pretty great.
Absorbent in yellow and porous is he.
Exactly. So, okay. Hong Kong Phooey, South Park, like two totally different ones. Like I love Hong Kong. I thought I had my Hong Kong Phooey doll here, but I think it's up in Emily's room. I love everything Hong Kong Phooey. Hong Kong Phooey's great. With Scatman Crothers, just everything about it. And then I had a DVD or a CD that had like, it was like cartoon songs, but other groups did it. Like I think the Ramones did the Scooby-Doo one, and then I can't remember who did the name of the band that did the Hong Kong Phooey one.
Sublime.
Yes, that was
that version.
The band that you love. That version of it is phenomenal. So I think Ramones did Spider-Man. Now I think about it, but someone did Scooby-Doo. Anyway, I love Hong Kong Phooey. The South Park theme song though is so good. Like that. It's just it's just a weird.
Primus. I love Primus.
In Primus, yeah. In Primus,
the fact that these two are playing each other is just mean.
It is mean, but I just didn't like. It was just it's one of those things. When you start seeing these things, you do it, and then you could really play around with this and just like spend hours just like trying to perfect it and stuff. Plus, then it's like you kind of want to have these discussions. It wouldn't be fun if it just all were easy matchups.
What I'm hearing you say is that the people who make the brackets in March Madness time actually have a hard job. This is not as easy as it looks when people want to complain.
This is harder than their job because you could look at records.
That's true.
You have the eye test where we have the ear test here, but that's a little bit easier. But then they have the hard thing because I guess it's one of those where trying to not have teams play, conference team. There's some rules that they have, but like theirs is easy. I mean, this is a little bit harder, I think. Just like how do you like? It's gonna get harder when we got to rank like when our 17th episode we take the 16 winners. How do you rank 16 totally different things? Like, is it like how do you do it?
How does Cheers beat Die Hard? I don't know.
Wait, I don't know about Die Hard, but like Breakfast Club, like who like what's the number one? It's gonna be crazy. So
yeah.
So Hong Kong Phooey, South Park, like. In my heart, I got to go Hong Kong Phooey just because I love it. As much as I like the South Park one, like Hong Kong Phooey is the core of my being growing up with it and just loving that character so much.
Who is this superhero? Sarge?
No.
Rosemary, the telephone operator?
No way, man.
Henry, the mild mannered janitor? Yeah, I'm going with it. I love Primus, and that is a good song. But if Sublime can redo Hong Kong Phooey, make it sound that good, then
exactly.
If I could listen to either one of those songs, I would listen to Hong Kong Phooey. That's also in my
well, life. That's true. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you there too. South Park, I like listening to it like at the beginning of the show, it makes it fun. But I could listen to Hong Kong Phooey just in a normal playlist as well. So, we got Phineas and Ferb, Gravity Falls, two newer shows going against each other, and then you've got Curious George and Inspector Gadget. So Curious George is a weird one I put on just because like we watched it a lot. Xander loved that show. Xander, when he was probably 9 to 13, he would fall asleep either like in the TV room watching Curious George or Bob Ross, which is it was
Bob Ross's
phenomenal.
voice is very soothing.
Dude, if you're gonna do, how could you not just relax and fall asleep to Bob Ross? And Curious George is such a fun show.
Take a happy little nap.
Take a happy little nap. So, let's hit this first one. So, what do you like? Phineas and Ferb, Gravity Falls. Were you? Did you watch either of these shows? Or your kids watch either of these shows?
Yeah, both my kids did. They both got into Gravity Falls a little later. So they're both good shows. The Gravity Falls theme song, it exists, but the Phineas and Ferb song, what are we even talking about?
No.
It's Bowling for Soup. They do 1985 and Stacy's Mom in the
Right.
Phineas and Ferb theme
Exactly.
song.
So, and plus with Phineas and Ferb, we know there's 104 days of summer vacation. So,
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb is such a good song. I love Gravity Falls. We got into it late as well. It's a good show. I like it, but dude, I would watch Phineas and Ferb like just
Right
on
now.
my own.
Yeah.
It is so well written. It is so smart. And Doofenshmirtz is one of my favorite characters in television history. He is so good. And then he shows up, and I didn't know if you knew there's the Milo Murphy's Law.
Yeah.
Which
I never watched. We only watched a couple episodes.
Okay. What Weird Al does the voice
Weird Al
of Milo, and same guys do it, and then Doofenshmirtz shows up because it's in the same universe. So it's
Oh,
actually pretty funny. It does not quite Phineas and Ferb, but Doofenshmirtz is in there on that. So, all right, Curious George, Inspector Gadget. I think Inspector Gadget, people on the surface were like, "Oh, that's like everyone knows that. It's go Gadget go." It's pretty fun. It's got the little like the synthesized. But if you have not listened to Curious George's theme song lately, go listen to it. It comes hard for a kid show about a monkey and a man in a yellow hat.
Yeah, see, neither of my kids watch this that I remember.
Okay.
So yeah, I had to look it up yesterday. I was like, man, this is a good song. Like, this is pretty good. But I'm gonna go Inspector Gadget because it was just such a part of my childhood, and that song is just ingrained in my brain still to this day.
Okay.
But the Curious George was better than what I was expecting.
It is. I'm going Curious George. So this is going to be a weird one because I don't know how much our chat group, number one, will respond, but two, even like, I don't know if Dave's probably never watched an episode of Curious George. My buddy Joe probably has. I'm going to send it to chat because I know if I send it to my kids, it's going to be Curious George.
Curious George's favor.
Yeah, Xander would come over here and like start knocking stuff over if Curious George wins. So I'm not gonna send it to him. So I'm gonna send that to chat, and then let's look up at. So that's the last. No, we got one more. We got one more section here, so we can go down in this section. While I'm sending this to chat, why don't you let everybody know this bottom section here of what we're talking about, if you can see it on the screen.
Yeah, we got Arthur going up against Muppet Babies. We got Rugrats going against the playing game of Boondocks and Rick and Morty. We got The Simpsons versus the Fairly Odd Parents. And we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles against Bob the Builder. Can we fix it? Yes, we can.
So we still to this day be like, can we fix it? And we would always say fick it, because that's how John would say it, my oldest. Can we fick it? Yes, we can.
You got to be careful with that one.
I know you gotta be careful. So we only do it in our house, and then on a podcast that goes out to everybody. So
everybody who comes to a college basketball podcast, not if Die Hard's a Christmas movie or not.
Exactly. So I think there's some good matchups here. Let's go to Arthur Muppet Babies. Like, I love the Muppets. You love the Muppets. But I think it's not as good as Arthur. I think Arthur is one of the all-time greats.
Yeah, it's Ziggy Marley. It's a really good song.
It is.
And Muppet Babies, I liked Muppet Babies when I was 7, but I went back. I was like, oh,
right.
It's not Ziggy Marley.
It is not. And I've already got one in. I know this Curious George is gonna be like I'm gonna feel worse about this than I did about It's Raining Men not moving on and the other one because I love Curious George's theme song. It is so great. And then if it loses, I think we could maybe just see if we can. I don't know if we can just it'd be the theme song into the show every week. Just switch with that with Raining Men every week.
And it's copyrights.
Have their own bracket. So, yeah, Arthur is an easy win. The Muppet Baby one was kind of fun and cool, but Arthur is on another level as well. So, Boondocks, Rick and Morty. I'm gonna tell you right now, I have not seen an episode of either of these shows. I think I would enjoy Rick and Morty. And the Boondocks kind of like I kind of looked into that. It kind of looks like a pretty cool concept of a show. And
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. And so I was like, I'll listen to these both because I'm like, I never listened to it. And they're both on list. I thought the Boondocks, man, I enjoyed that one so much. Because it's more of a rap type song anyways. And I'm a big rap guy.
It's badass.
It's badass. Dave didn't even know Curious George had a theme song. Like, dude, he does not have kids.
I didn't know what it was. I had to look it up.
He does not have kids. So he never watched Curious George growing up. So, do you have a preference? Because you've seen both shows. You probably listen to the theme song more often than I have. I think I like I'm all for I like instrumental theme songs, but that Boondocks one,
it slaps.
It does, man. It was tough. I want to go Boondocks.
I'm gonna go Boondocks. Well, I like Rick and Morty more as a show, but if we're doing just straight up theme songs, it's Boondocks.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think I would like Rick and Morty as a show. I think, from what I've heard,
it's something else.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's got that weird. I mean, it's so I think I would like it. So, so you got Boondocks against against Rugrats. So again, now you're talking about another just instrumental song, Rugrats against Boondocks. You could not have two diametrically opposed foes, if you want to do a Hamilton reference, in these two shows of Rugrats against Boondocks. Two different theme songs as well. Do you I watched Rugrats because my kids grew up and watching. I liked Rugrats as a show. It is Mark Mothersbaugh, who is the lead singer of Devo, does the music, the theme song of it.
I did not know that.
Yes. Do you have a lean either way?
I'm going Boondocks. I think the Rugrats is just kind of I think the show's underrated, but I think the song's kind of just meh.
You know, I am too. It's like again, it's a great song when it's one of those when you're watching the show, it's like it puts you in a really good mood.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm not driving and I'm like, oh, let me get to my Rugrats playlist. Dude, I would put Boondocks on a playlist. And I'm somebody that got a strange look one summer when I was pulling out of a gas station because the windows were down and it was blasting. I had the one Sesame Street album that we had growing up. And it was playing Steve's for Cookie way louder than a 30-year-old should have. And this lady was just looking at me. I'm like, that's right. You know what's about. So I have no problem
letting that guy drive.
I have no problem listening to kids songs in my car really loud. But I think Boondock wins. I think Rugrats now, looking at it, I'm like, man, I think Hong Kong Phooey should have probably been a higher seed. But hey, it's gonna be fun when it knocks off SpongeBob. So I'm with you, which is crazy because I had not listened to the theme song of Boondocks until preparing for this episode.
Yeah, I had
it has not one but two wins in this bracket. So good for you, Boondocks. Which
I looked it up. The guy who sings it, I don't know how it's pronounced. Asheru, I don't know, but I started listening to some of his regular songs on Spotify. I was like, I might have to do a deep dive into this guy because there's some good stuff.
Very cool. Yeah, and I thought first it was going to just be like a DEI addition to this group, but it hits hard. And you and I both are big rap guys also in that kind of style. So now you got one matchup that's I think could be a tough one. One that's going to be pretty easy. So let's go down. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Could have been a number one. It is one of those that everyone knows, and you don't meet anybody that says, I don't like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle theme song. And if they do, you need to get that person out of your life because they don't know what they're talking about. So I'm just going to move Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle on. It's not even close, I don't think.
No, the Teenage Mutant. Oh, hang on, let me put my Shredder glasses on. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out at
There you
the
go.
perfect time for me. I think when the comic came out when I was 6, but I didn't read it. But the show came out in '87 when I was 9, and the movie came out when I was 12. This was right up my alley. I had all the figures.
Yeah.
The kids for Father's Day got me the Casey Jones mask.
Nice.
I got a little Raphael here. I'm all in on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The song's great. The cartoon was great. The video games were great.
Yeah. The first movie at least was pretty. I haven't seen any of the newer ones or
The
anything.
second one was, it did have Vanilla Ice.
That's the only thing I know about.
Well, because
Go
Jim Henson
Ninja,
died
go.
before the second one came out, so you can tell the quality on the Turtles was gone after Jim Henson went. So yeah, the first one is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, I was a little bit older for that, but like I like the Ninja Turtle. Who is your favorite Ninja Turtle? Do you have a favorite Ninja Turtle?
Yeah, Raphael. He was
Okay.
he was the muscle. He was the badass one. You know,
Did he have
Michelangelo was funny.
Did he have
Donatello was
the little?
funny.
Did he have the little like sword things? Was that
He
him?
had the worst weapons. He had the size.
The size, yeah.
Yeah,
So I thought that was
as
him.
far as weapons go, you got to get it real close with those things. He got a bum rap on what he had to get. I would much rather have a katana or a bow staff or nunchucks. But as far as characters, he was the coolest.
Yeah. I don't really have a favorite one because I didn't grow up with that show. That was I was a little bit older for that. So I never really gravitated to one.
Yeah. So you would have been 15 when the show came out and 20 when the movie came out. That's
So I mean, it's like
what you weren't the demographic it was for.
No, no, I was not. But I do enjoy it. My kids never did. My kids, one of those things that kids never like started watching. I think it's because I never did, so I didn't introduce it to them and everything like that. So, but nevertheless, the song is great. So now we go Simpsons, Fairly Odd Parents, a 7-10 matchup. And I just love that you have like the Shredder glasses. Like, dude, like that's why you hear no matter what we have, we could like once we put our actual theme song at the beginning of the show, we have a minute-long theme song, which is phenomenal. And if we do one like the best cheese, you will probably have some sort of like brie something. Like you have some shirt that has a brie on it or something. So you probably already own one. So let's go. Simpsons has been around. Like you and I, like I watched The Simpsons when it was on the Tracy Ullman show. So I have been an OG when it comes to The Simpsons. Now
we would watch the Tracy Ullman show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then I watched like literally Sarah and I like that was our watching the first probably 5, 6, 7 years of marriage, like every Sunday until our kids got older, and we would watch that every Sunday night. We would watch it. So the first probably 10, 12 seasons, we kind of watched, and then I have not watched it in forever. And I still can't believe I can't believe it's still on. I think the song, it's nice, but it's kind of it's a cool little tune. But again, I think it might be a little bit overrated as a song. The Fairly Odd Parents is a song that my kids grew up watching that, and that song it's fast. It's a pretty good synopsis of the show, which I also kind of enjoy in theme songs. I don't know if you are The Simpsons going to get here. I don't know if you were a Fairly Odd Parents dad or family.
I remember Aiden watching it for a bit, but I don't remember much of it. I'm going to go with The Simpsons on this because I think you could start whistling this song anywhere, and almost anybody within an earshot could chime in and finish where you left off on the Simpsons song. The Fairly Odd Parents theme song is good. I just don't think it's Simpsons good.
I think I like the Fairly Odd Parents better, but I think The Simpsons is more well known. because I don't know how many people actually like. If I put it to the text, Dave would be like, "What the hell is Fairly Odd Parents?" And so I'm not even going to go to chat because most of these people aren't even know what Fairly Odd Parents is. And I think Simpsons just having that longevity, people, it's just it's so recognizable. And then we have a good matchup there. So it's so weird that won't take the thing. So we'll go. I've only got one response on the one we were talking about earlier. Curious George, Inspector Gadget. And it was your buddy, Inspector Gadget, and it was Dave, not even knowing.
which
George had
which
a
is just
song.
as which is the exact same thing as picking
And Dave
Inspector
just
Gadget.
Dave just sent a GIF in there, a classic Dave, and it's just like he's not having any of the Curious George.
I just saw it.
He's not having any of it. So I'm going to have to send him the Curious George theme song. So I want Curious George so bad though. Like I just think it's a better song, but I can't like why have the group text if I could just override it. I'm not gonna be one of those fantasy football commissioners that's gonna put a veto unless it's an obvious collusion.
Right. This is a show of integrity.
It is
nothing else.
This show is not a lot of things, but the one thing it is a show of integrity. So sorry, Curious George. Inspector Gadget moves on. I don't think either of them would have won the next round. So we're okay. So let's go then to the next round since we do have now down to 16. We have DuckTales versus Underdog. I like that matchup. It's going to be tough for anyone to beat DuckTales. King of the Hill, American Dad. I kind of love that matchup of those shows. Then we do have Flintstones, Family Guy, Animaniacs, Scooby-Doo. Man, these are all really going to be tough. SpongeBob, Hong Kong Phooey, Phineas and Ferb, Inspector Gadget, and then Arthur, Boondocks, and then Simpsons, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm already down here, so let's start with the Simpsons, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I think it's pretty easy. I didn't want the Simpsons to move on, but I went with them. I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles handles their business pretty handily.
I think they shred them.
Yes, they shred them. Well played, Nate. And then you've got Arthur against the Boondocks. As much like the Boondocks, like Arthur is such a good song. And again, I think everyone knows the Arthur one. Plus, shout out to PBS. It was a PBS show.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ziggy Marley on this one, but it's kind of hard. It's pretty close.
Yeah, I mean,
that
like
Boondocks
the Boondocks
song is good.
Boondocks getting 2 wins. You can't. All the Boondock fans, you can't be holding your head low, hold up high. They got 2 wins out of this. And then you got Phineas and Ferb and Inspector Gadget. I'm going with the half brothers, and Phineas and Ferb takes this one.
Easily.
Do you agree?
I agree wholeheartely.
All righty. Maybe these aren't going to be as hard as I thought. All right, so now we got the real discussion here. SpongeBob, Hong Kong Phooey. I do like both these songs. Like I do love the SpongeBob song, the SpongeBob show. At least the first the first 5, 6, 7 seasons were so good. There are some of those episodes that I would put up there. Like I love the Band Geeks one.
Yeah.
When they do the halftime, that's one of my favorites. And then the Krusty Krab training video. The first time I saw that, I was almost crying laughing. It was so great, just everything about it. And I was in HR at the time, so it just made me laugh so much. SpongeBob, but then Hong Kong Phooey again. It could be we grew up with Hong Kong Phooey. Hong Kong Phooey's pretty cool. I'm going Hong Kong Phooey.
I'm going Hong Kong Phooey as well. And it's like I said, man, I was just listening to the Sublime version yesterday, and it goes from ska to reggae to punk, and it sounds good in all three
Yeah.
versions of it.
Even the
That
original
song's just
one,
awesome.
I was gonna say, even the original one is like it's the music of it, man, because it was like late
Yeah.
70s, early 80s, and it just got that heart. It's just like cool one. Number one super guy, Hong Kong Phooey, quicker than a human eye. So I love it. I think Hong Kong Phooey gets the break by going up against SpongeBob rather than DuckTales, though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. It's all about who you
That-
play. It's all about who you play. So here's another one too. Scooby-Doo Animaniacs. I know where you're going. I would be surprised if you did not go Scooby-Doo. And if you did not go Scooby-Doo, you would be absolutely wrong. Scooby-Doo wins. I like Animaniacs. It's just fine though, which is why it was a 10 seed. So Scooby-Doo moves on. Flintstones Family Guy is interesting because Flintstones is iconic. Family Guy is pretty good as well. Do you have a lean?
Yeah, this is a hard one. I think I got to go with the OG Flintstones.
That's where I was going. Like I love the Family Guy one, but the Flintstones one is so, like I said, it's one of the all-time great cartoon theme songs. And it's again, like I think more people would know Family Guy, but like everyone I think knows the Flintstones. Plus, again, anytime we can bring Weird Al into it, Weird Al does the Red Hot Chili Peppers medley about the Flintstones. So
Yabba dabba do now.
yeah, yabba dabba do now. All right, to round out going into the Elite Eight, DuckTales Underdog, King of the Hill, American Dad. Let's start at the bottom there. King of the Hill, American Dad. I think even though King of the Hill does not have lyrics, I like that song better than American Dad. American Dad is great, and it's really just that first opening line hits you, and then it's just fine.
I'm going with the song that's in my playlist with the refreshments and King of the Hill.
Yep, it's
Even though
there
it's
you go.
instrumental, and this is not us not loving America. We do.
No,
love
it is
America.
not. Like it's not King of the Hill. King of the, like who's more American than Hank Hill?
And Hank Hill.
Like he's selling propane and propane accessories.
Yeah, he's living his childhood dream. I don't know if you ever saw that episode, but it was a flashback when they were sitting around the campfire as kids and they're talking about what they want to do. And, Boom Howard's like, "Daggone, man, you want to be a fireman, And then little Hank goes, "When I grow up, I want to sell propane and propane accessories." So the guy,
And
there's
it's got
nothing more
one of the
American than drinking beer on the street and
Yes.
selling propane.
Have you seen the reboot of like when like Bobby's older? Have you? Is that?
I have
out
not
yet?
watched it yet.
I
don't know
want
if
to
it's
see
out
that. It
yet.
looks good. Plus, I know this isn't about like the show, but King of the Hill is one of the greatest scenes ever. Is when Hank can't get the cap off of his WD-40,
WD-40.
and he pulls out the smaller can of WD-40 to use it. I mean, it's one of the greatest jokes ever. It is so amazing. All right, now we go. This one's gonna break my heart, kind of. I love Underdog, but I'm gonna tell you, DuckTales. DuckTales is such a good song. It made our theme song for the March Chadness show, which I will try to get out at some point. I do have a. So you've heard the song. I've sent it to you. I made a holiday, like a Christmassy version. So maybe I can, if I can get it to Tim, because it's kind of long for me to send it to him via text. I got to get it to him, or maybe I can put it in at the studio this week, and maybe we unveil the holiday version of it as well. But DuckTales, I think, is the superior song.
It is indeed. Woo!
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the horns, everything about that song is so good, and it just like it just escalates more and more as it goes, and it just got the simple chorus, DuckTales, woo. As much like Underdog, it's not even close. Like it's just
No, Underdog doesn't make me want to dive into a giant pile of gold coins.
It does not. And again, I like the Hong Kong Phooey song better than Underdog. And if it was reversed and Hong Kong Phooey's here, I still would take DuckTales over Hong Kong Phooey.
Yeah, DuckTales is an easy win.
All right, so now we are in I believe the Elite Eight. We have DuckTales versus King of the Hill, Flintstones, Scooby-Doo, Hong Kong Phooey, Phineas and Ferb, Arthur, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So those are one. So DuckTales King of the Hill. First of all, spoiler alert, you and I had the exact same Final Four. You sent me it earlier today. I looked it over and I agreed. And I think it's gonna hit. We have both had DuckTales, Scooby-Doo, Hong Kong Phooey, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think 3 of them will hit. Hong Kong Phooey, I can't remember who they're playing against, but we will see. I think Hong Kong Phooey got a great draw in the tournament, which is propelling them through, because I think if the Flintstones or something might have been there, it could have gone through. So I think the first one, it's pretty simple when we bring it up. DuckTales, King of the Hill. We love King of the Hill, but it's DuckTales.
It's DuckTales.
Yeah. Again, I don't know if anything could beat DuckTales, as according to our theme song. All right. Next is going to be Flintstones, Scooby-Doo. Now, this is such a great match. This would be one of those, like, the Blue Bloods going for the Final Four in, Madison Square Garden. You got Scooby-Doo versus the Flintstones, 2 of the OG cartoon songs of all time. I like them both. I think Scooby-Doo is the better song.
Better song, better show. It moves on. It's a bad draw for the Flintstones. Sometimes
it is, but I mean, like, the Flintstones is good, but it's just not quite. It's not quite there with even like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think, on those kind of things. So we got the Final Four matchup. The first one, DuckTales versus Scooby-Doo. So now we got Hong Kong Phooey, Phineas and Ferb, Arthur, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm telling you right now, I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles beats Arthur as much as I like Arthur. If Arthur was up and one of those other ones were down, I think Arthur makes it to the Final Four.
That's bold.
I think it would. I think if Arthur is there instead of Phineas and Ferb, or Arthur is there instead of Hong Kong Phooey, it might make it. I think you're with me on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, correct?
Indeed, I am.
I
correct. Yes.
I say that even though we both picked these Final Four teams that I just talked about. So it'd be weird to say, you know what? I thought this would be in the Final Four, but now I'm not. Hong Kong Phooey, Phineas and Ferb is a good conversation, but like, dude, just something about the Hong Kong Phooey just beat is so good.
I think it's a generational thing. I think any of our kids would wholeheartedly disagree with this, but
they would.
Hong Kong Phooey. Exactly.
No, they're like this I think is going to be generational. Like the 25 and under are going to think we're crazy on this. But I'm not. I like that right now. I like the Hong Kong Phooey show. I think Phineas and Ferb is a better show, but this isn't about what's the better cartoon. It's the theme song.
That is
so it is the Final Four: DuckTales, Scooby-Doo, Hong Kong Phooey, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I know Scooby-Doo going against DuckTales is going to break your heart. I don't know which way you're going to go there. So we will go to the other one first. Okay. Hong Kong Phooey versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is great because if you're going to the battle, having these guys on your side, you would think is great, but Hong Kong Phooey just kind of always backed his way into catching the criminal on it. But the Ninja Turtles, man, they like these, like, dude, you have Ninja Turtles and a Hong Kong Phooey.
The karate off.
It's a karate off. Yes, wax on, wax off. All right. I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle wins as much as we love Hong Kong Phooey. I think the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle song is just so good.
Rose and a half show.
That's just it. That line alone, it could be the greatest line of all these theme songs. I'd have to go through and look at that, but that line alone is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a great way. It's a great last. It's probably the best last line of any of these.
Oh yeah, and it's just a great, like, a hero and a half shell. Like it's so iconic. Like, whoever thought of that, kudos to you. You deserve
it's a banger of a slogan.
It's a banger. You deserve some sort of award. Speaking of awards, because I did. Anytime we can bring up Matthew Wilder on the show, we're going to do that. I was just looking to see if he was still alive. I think he's still alive. Like he looks. Not that would be hard. He looks better now as an older person. He still looks kind of weird, but he looks better. Like he doesn't look as weird, but like, did you know he wrote
tone down the afro a little bit?
Yes, and then he still has the mustache, but he's all white and stuff. So it's like Gandalf the white now. But he wrote some of the songs in Mulan, and he was nominated for an Academy Award for one of the songs. So Matthew, like we're making fun of Matthew Wilder, he could be an Academy Award winner, and you and I sitting in our rooms like making fun of him, and he could have been like having that trophy. I got my little Dundee over there that we just got. I didn't even get a real Dundee. It just someone bought it for me. So Matthew Wilder, yeah, I was just like, because talking about theme songs, like he was nominated for an Academy Award.
I apologize, Matthew Wilder. He's probably watching this like these goons are making fun of me.
Exactly.
Not a couple of Brad Pitts over here.
Right. So now we've got DuckTales, Scooby-Doo. You love Scooby-Doo so much. It's like it's like your third child. Like you were wearing the shirt. I'm going DuckTales. I will let you go how you need to go. And if it has to go to the group chat, we can let it go to the group text.
Take it to the group chat. I'm going Scooby-Doo.
All right. I knew it. I tell you, he's a man of integrity. He also knows, what he likes. So we're gonna go for that. So tell us a little bit while Texas. What got you hooked on Scooby-Doo so much growing up?
I don't know. When I was a kid, it was just always great. They had the all the guests on there. You get Don Knotts on there. They were always solving mysteries, which was different than all the other cartoons like Smurfs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, once we started making these shirts in high school, in my senior year, I started watching it more, and I was like catching on. They were kind of making it obvious what Scooby and Shaggy were doing a little bit. I mean, there was some behind the scenes token on there.
That's the funny thing, because Emily started watching some Scooby-Doo, and so we were having her watch the older ones. And it's a good show as a kid because you're just watching it. And it was different because they're solving mysteries, and it wasn't scary, but they had some kind of stuff. But then as it's great for the adult, I always enjoy shows, and it doesn't have to be like adult type content, because Phineas and Ferb is one of those shows where it's great for the kids, but there's some stuff that like the adult, it's funny for the adults, just some of the references they have and that kind of thing. So I think it's a great show because no matter what age, you're going to enjoy it. So, all right, we've got your buddy DuckTales, Mike Walter DuckTales. I can wait and see if Joe chimes in. I don't think our brother has ever chimed in on this at all, so I don't know if he's getting it. And then my buddy Aaron was only.
I still don't know if he knows we're doing this.
We got to get him on. We got to get him on one time. So we could have the I could bring the studio down. We could have a live one at the condo for the Christmas party.
That would be phenomenal.
On that, we need to do probably a short. We could probably do something from that. We could. I don't know what we would do.
Yeah, and it's kind of chaotic there with all the kids. So
it is. So it's a little nuts. So far it's 3-1 on DuckTales.
So it's like that's a bunch of crap, man.
Now you know how I felt. One of some of the stuff on the 80s one-hit wonder. So we're looking at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Scooby-Doo, you are going Scooby-Doo, I would imagine. Or are you going DuckTales?
I'd be going Scoobs, man.
You'd be going Scoobs. If it's DuckTales versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So if DuckTales wins, it's DuckTales, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Where are you going?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
All right, so
the outcome of this.
So it is. So that's the thing. So we got to wait on this and then go right back to chat. It's looking DuckTales because it's so weird. Like people they'll chime in on stuff, like give me a hard time about Curious George not being a great theme song, and then he won't even chime in on DuckTales or Scooby-Doo. I think he would be Scooby Doo.
I think between the last couple of weeks, he might have just given up and muted the whole.
Well, he is an NFL editor, so his Sundays are just
like he's doing anything right now.
I know the Bengals are getting beat. What's his other teams? I think he was the Colts. He's the Broncos and the Packers. They don't play till later on, so we haven't got anyone else yet. So it looks like it's going to be DuckTales. The bad thing's going to be in like an hour from now. You're going to get like 3 Scooby Doo.
It's going to come in my favor.
Yes. So we will go DuckTales, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then I'm going to have to go straight back to the chat on DuckTales, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I tell you what, I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles may pull this out. I
don't know. Those DuckTales ones came in real fast, and that was against Scooby-Doo. It's not like it was going against some scrub. So I don't know. There might be a DuckTales crowd out there.
It might be like I don't know. It's just so weird because you never know. Like there's some people like I knew Dave would have no clue about Curious George theme song, and
he still doesn't believe us.
He still doesn't. So sometimes, like if you know, like I kind of like you and I probably could know like our things. Like so, I've always said while we're waiting on this, like there are certain things like people are on one side or the other. It's kind of like Democrat, Republican. So I think I know where you fall on most of these. So one of the ones is like Michael or LeBron as the GOAT.
I don't even have LeBron at 2. Tell me right now.
It's Michael. I know we could have a whole discussion on that. And I think during the summer when college basketball is out, we'll have some really good, fun sports discussions at that point. Yeah, it's Michael. Coke or Pepsi, I think you can like both, but I think people are more one than the other.
Yeah, I'm a Coke guy.
I am too. But growing up, we were Pepsi.
Yeah.
And we were kids. And then
I think it was at Valpo. Is it more of a Indiana, Chicago kind of deal?
It might be. I think, but when we moved to Cincinnati, our aunt and uncle, Aunt Joy's uncle Frank, they had Coke, and we never really had Coke in Valpo. And it was just
I was like, what is this?
But I like the Pepsi products, but like I love Mountain Dew and I like Dr. Pepper.
Mountain Dew is better than Mellow Yellow.
Yeah, and I love Dr. Pepper. But like when it's Coke, Pepsi. Now my kids both like. There you go. My kids prefer, I think, Pepsi over Coke.
Diet Pepsi is better than Diet Coke.
Oh yeah, I mean, any diet I just cannot.
Not good.
I don't like any diet. Diet Dr. Pepper really is the only one that I will drink.
Diet Dr. Pepper tastes more like regular Dr. Pepper.
It does.
The commercial used to say.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they did. And then I think it's Star Wars, Star Trek. You and I, Star Wars guys. We were going to have here soon a Star Wars character one, but we grew up Star Wars, and I think that's it. You're either one or the other. There's not many people that are like, oh, I like them both equally. They're not.
Those people don't exist.
No, and I think the Star Trek people, I think, look down on the Star Wars people. I think they think they're more brainy for liking Star Trek. And then the one I always enjoy is like Bert or Ernie.
It's Ernie. Bert's a jerk, man.
Here's my theory. When we get guests on or other people join us, or I'm gonna get with Reimer when I talk to him, although he's like probably like 25, so I don't know. I think you have to be leery of people who say Bert. Yeah, and here's why. Because either number one, you were a kid and you liked Bert better than Ernie, and that makes me think you're a psycho. Or two, you did not watch Sesame Street as a kid, and as an adult, you just related to Bert. Because there's the thing, I love Ernie. I am Team Ernie all the way. But now that I'm an adult with kids, I'm like, dude, Bert, I get you. Bert's just trying to get some sleep. He's trying to read his book, and Ernie's coming in with these shenanigans, his riddles, playing the tuba. Like, I get it, Bert. I get Bert. And it's
Bert is Neil Page and Del Griffith based off of Bert and Ernie.
It would not surprise me if
Neil Page, guy, he's just really irritated with the shenanigans that he has to put up with.
Yeah, but everyone kind of likes Ernie. Like it's like Ernie's annoying, but you kind of like him. And so if anyone says
he's
Bert,
having fun, man, he's just having a good time.
Bert's just like, come on, I'm trying to get this done. And so like anyone that ever says Bert, I say be aware of those people.
Yes.
It looks like your buddy. What's your buddy's name?
Brian Frampton.
Brian?
Yep.
Yeah, Brian and Mike, the only ones in there. DuckTales, they're Team DuckTales. So now you know how I felt. He's
Leaving the show.
He's leaving the show. DuckTales wins. And to answer the question for our theme song that nobody but you and I have heard is no theme song can beat DuckTales. Maybe Cheers will when we have the thing. But
yeah,
it was good because everyone loves cartoons. A lot of these shows had great theme songs. So, and then we found out Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It's official.
It's official. It's going to be in our Christmas movie one. So if you have Christmas movies you want us to look at, add into, comment, we will watch them this week. We'll consider them. We are going to do 32, I think, unless it just gets to the point where what are we doing here?
I think I came up with 32 pretty good ones. I think you do need to check out Daddy's Home too. I think you will enjoy that very much.
No, that's on my list. And I even threw Ernest Saves Christmas on my list. And I'll tell you what, I have not watched 1 second of an Ernest movie in my entire life.
When the first one came out, Ernest Goes to Camp, I remember seeing it when I was a kid, but I couldn't tell you a bit of it. When Aiden and his buddies, Carson Grady, Nick and Danielle's kids, who they're all best friends, have been since birth, they went on a kick of Ernest Scared Stupid.
Okay,
they were just watching all the time. And I was just like, oh, this is so painful.
Jim Varney.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to check out the Christmas one. I don't know.
Yeah, so we'll be diving into that this week. So thanks again for checking out March Chadness. DuckTales wins. Follow us on the X. I know you don't post too much on the X. I don't post as much as I need to. I'm at Chad Ochorinco. He is at NateLifters23. I am also on Instagram at Rink NATO. Are you on Instagram?
I have it, but I'm almost never on there.
He has an Instagram.
I don't even know what my handle is.
He does not have it. So again, I don't post as much as I should.
I'll bring that to the table next week.
There you go. As well, go to fanstreamsports.com. That's the biggest thing. Find all our content, all our shows. Got a lot of Buckeye content coming your way from the Ohio station. They're in the playoffs. Although they did not win the Big Ten title, our Hoosiers did. They're the number 1 seed. So I've got a lot to say about that. Exactly. So, but they've got a ton of stuff coming out. We had big news with shows talking about the stuff going on with Michigan's coach. Great information.
What a difference 5 days makes in somebody's life.
I tell you what, man.
Crazy.
It is crazy. So, like I was telling my son Noah, listen, don't do stupid stuff. You don't have to worry about getting caught. We discuss these good conversations. Look at the stuff that this guy is now having to deal with because he was doing stuff he should not have been doing, and then it came out in the open, and now he's got to deal with it and that kind of stuff. So
my kids have known since you can ask either one of my kids, what's the first rule? They'll say, don't be stupid. What's the second rule? See rule number 1. It's just don't be stupid.
See, I guess you're a better dad than me because the first rule in my house was don't fumble. So I don't know.
I thought it was going to be don't eat the last of the Fruity Pebbles.
Don't eat the last. So
that
my priorities. I just assume my kids are going to be stupid because they're all boys on that. So, hey, thanks again for watching, for listening, wherever you do. It should be dropping either later today on Sunday the 14th or definitely Monday the 15th when you can see this. And then we will be doing Christmas movies next week. It'll be very festive. So, Nate, always great talking to you, and we will see you soon.